All right, gang, we're on worksheet 1.4, 1.5, angle relationships and algebra. We're working on page 2. I just want to point out a couple things in this first section before we get to the starred questions, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Questions 12 through 15 ask you to complete the following problem. Remember, you are boxing the important geometry words. And in this problem, we have complementary and supplementary. And then we have the word supplement and complement. And those words are both slightly different, but they do mean the same things. Complementary angles are angles that add to 90 degrees. And the complement is the other angle that adds to 90 degrees. Same with supplementary angles. Those are angles that add to 180 degrees. And a supplement angle is the other angle that adds to 180 degrees. So I just wanted to point that out, that those angles, the word complement and complementary basically mean the same thing. Same with supplementary and supplement. They basically mean the same thing. But now we are going to move into questions 16, 17, 18, and 19. For these questions, they want us to find the directions say, I guess, what kind of special angle pair is shown in the diagram. Write the equation that would be used to solve for x. Do not solve. So in these questions, we are not going to be solving our equations. We are just going to set them up. When we look at the diagram for questions 16 and 17, we notice that this has a straight line in here, and there are just the two different angles. There's this angle on the left and this angle on the right. And when we have that straight angle right there, a straight line, we know that that adds up to 180 degrees to get all together. So those two angles are what we call the linear pair. And whenever we have a linear pair, we know that they add up to 180 degrees. So we're going to take the 2x plus 1 plus 3x minus 31 and equal it to 180 degrees. Or remember, we can do mental math here, and we can take the 2x and the 3x and make that 5x, and then plus 1 and minus 31 and make that minus 30 equals 180 degrees. Either one of those are good answers for that equation. Now let's move over to question number 18 right here. And they want to know what kind of angle we have, or what kind of angles. And what I notice in this picture is that we just have the right angle. This little box right here shows us that it's a right angle, and we have two parts to that right angle. That makes us know that those are complementary angles. Because they equal 90 degrees. Here's our little box right here. So we're going to take the two parts of the angle, this left part and this right part, if you will, and we are going to add those together for 90 degrees. We're going to write 7x plus 8 plus 6x plus 17 equal that to 90. Or again, we could do our mental math. We can take the 7x and the 6x and make that 13x. And then we can take our plus 8 and make that 25 and set that equal to 90. Either one of those, again, are acceptable answers for that picture. Then I do want to point out these, just this last set of directions here. You're going to use the diagram at the right to tell whether the angles are vertical, a linear pair, or neither. So in your answers 20 through 24, you will either answer vertical angle, a linear pair, or neither for those answers right there. Now we're going to pause what we have here. And I am going to jump to page 3. If you have any questions, we can start those together.